For these handlers. So each team will be doing 52 obstacles total. Seven countries. Who will be the top team pentathlon, the world gold medalist? Will it be Germany? Maybe Wales? Maybe Galles? Italy is in the top 7 as well. We just saw an unofficial gold medal in the individual pentathlon. Gervasio Siciliano from Italia, we think, is our gold medalist. Will Italy also be the gold medalist in the team pentathlon? We will see in just a few minutes. We have England in this competition as well, and the top team after 4 rounds is the United States, so perhaps they will be our gold medalist. We will also see Northern Ireland out here, Slovenia, Russia, Russia. Our Crackerjack ring manager, Paul Hinchley, giving a few words of encouragement to our judge, Peggy Hammond, knowing this is a difficult task. Our first team to take the stage will be Germany. We will have 4 competitors representing the 4 jump heights in the World Agility Open system of competition. And Germany, you may take the stage for your team pentathlon speed stakes. Maybe Germany will get the gold medal, maybe the bronze, maybe the silver. Only time will tell. We will start off with our 300 category dog, Caroline Veit and Rocco will start us off. Then we will have Marina Huber and Alice, Berit Kittel and Nupsi, and Anna Hinz and Jive will finish it up in the 650 category. And here we go. They're off to the races. Our 300 dog, Caroline Veit and Rocco. This is Germany, Germania. Each dog has 13 obstacles to compete. Whichever team has the fastest cumulative time for 4 dogs will win this speed stakes. Of course, we will add 4 more rounds of competition to see who is the pentathlon team champs for this year. Second up, Marina Huber now on course with her mixed breed dog, and we see Peggy Hammond cross her arms, meaning an off course. That is, of course, an elimination for this competitor, but we add all the scores together, so they may still be in the running, so to speak. And coming up to obstacle 13, handing off the baton to Berit Kittel and Nupsi. This is our 550 dog. This is a Spanish water dog with the nice mane. What a photo opportunity this is. Our 550 dog jumping the Swedish colored jumps. Here comes Nupsi Upsi. Gonna hand the baton to our 650 dog in uno momento. And a nice baton exchange, and here comes our last dog for Germany, Anna Hinz and Jive, the Border Collie. We have 1 off course so far in this, but we will add all of these scores together, the time plus the faults. to see what Germany will do. Nupsi is very excited to have finished. And with a nice finish, that was Germany. And up next, we will have Wales, Galle. To start us off will be Lisa Jones and her Jack Russell Terrier, Bailey. Seven countries in all competing in this team pentathlon Speedstakes. All of these members want Peggy Hammond to keep her hands at her side. We are finished with the smallest dog, moving on to the 400. This is Rosie Cavill and Spice. This is a field spaniel. Nice baton exchange. Each handler does need to have the baton in hand while running the course to be ready to pass to the next member of their team. Nice weave pull performance by Spice, the field spaniel. And here comes our 400 dog, ready to pass the baton to our 525. Connie Sellers and Fly, starting off the 525 here. Halfway through, this is Wales, Galle. And expertly passed the baton to Stuart Harms and Todd. Also a Border Collie. And what you will see on the timer is 100 seconds plus whatever you are reading on the scorecard. So add 100. Takes a long time for 4 dogs. That will be 135, the time for Wales. And I believe that was clean as well. So a total time of 135.93. Good for Galle. Here comes Italy, Italia. Our 4 hometown boys here representing their country so proudly in their azure blue outfits. We will start out with the 300. We see Andrea Cacciatori leading out for Safira. Safira is a Shetland sheepdog. And we see Judge Hammond cross her hands, signifying a fault on course. And here comes Andrea Cacciatori with Safira up to pass the baton to our 400 competitor. This is Nicola Girardi and Lupin. This is also a Shetland sheepdog. Nicola with the long legs, Lupin with the short legs. And we see another fault here, unfortunately, for our Italian team. This is a very difficult course, trying to keep it straight. And passing the baton to Corrado Caretti with fly in the 525 height for Team Italia. And flying to the obstacle number 13, this is now the baton toss to Carlo Fazio and Hindia. Carlo Fazio and Hindia will finish it up for Italy in the 650 category. And contact missed, the down on the A-frame. Not quite enough in that yellow. And let's hear it for our Team Italy. Andrea Cacciatore, Nicola Giraudi, Corrado Caretti, and Carlo Fazio. Our host country who has been treating us so well. Next up, we will have Northern Ireland. This will be the fourth country to compete. And I believe we have cumulatively, after 4 rounds, the best teams are left to the last here. Representing Northern Ireland, we will have 2 mixed breed dogs, a Shetland sheepdog, and a border collie. Starting us off is Isabel Trotter and Chip. And we see early on a fault on course for Chip. Anytime you see Judge Peggy Hammond put her hand up or cross her arms in front, that means it is a fault. And here comes Chip getting ready for the baton toss. And we should say passing. If the baton is tossed, that is a fault, of course. Here comes Curtis Mulan and Callie with his, this is a Shetland sheepdog. And we have a refusal there at that red tunnel or the weep hole entrance. And he is running fast, knowing he wants to keep it fast here. And ready for the baton exchange for our 525 dog. Holding out her hand aptly, trusting that Curtis will put the baton in her hand is Catherine Porter and Ziva. This is a mixed breed dog as well. And we see a run by that red tunnel. Taking a second look at those weave poles, this is Ziva, a mixed breed dog with Catherine Porter in the 525, representing for Northern Ireland, one of the top 7 countries in this team pentathlon competition. And nice baton exchange. Now we see Border Collie Inca and Louis McClurg. I should say Louise McClurg. And we see Judge Hammond put her hand up in the air. Let's hear it for Northern Ireland, one of our top 7 teams in this pentathlon competition. Next up, we have seen much of the yellow from Slovenia. A real crackerjack team. We will have Slovenia take the stage now with their 4 competitors. And of course, on the team is Sylvia Turkman, Marusa Podjed, Nusa Peknik, and Christian Koprivnik. We will start with our 300 height dog. This is Christian Koprivnik, and 7, a Shetland sheepdog. Will Team Slovenia be our gold medalist world champions in the team pentathlon for 2014? They certainly have been collecting lots of rosettes along the way here. On our 3rd day of competition here for 2014. And with a little dog collection and a passing of the baton, Judge Mark Cheek makes sure that there is no contact, that is not allowed. Sylvia Turkman on course now with Le, her Pyrenean Shepherd. Sylvia's suitcase getting heavy from all of the ribbons, rosettes she has won so far, and we can see why with this performance here in the 400 height. And she saves it and safely passes the baton to Marusa Podjet and Kaili. Kaili is a border collie representing Slovenia in the 425, I should say 525 height. And we see a missed down A-frame contact. So one fault on course for Slovenia. And only with a 650 left to go. Nice baton exchange. Nusa Peknik and Ling. We have one fault on course so far. And our 650 dog will finish it up, and that will do it. 115 and 14 tenths. That was Slovenia with one fault on course and a time of 1:15. We have had one country, Wales, so far that has been clean with a time of 1:35.93. So now one fault and a time of 1:15.14. That was Slovenia. We will go on to Russia, and our four competitors from Russia: Evgenia Grishina, Ekaterina Zakharova, Daria Smirnova, and Svetlana Tumanova. We will start with our smallest dog. This is Belka and Evgenia Grishina. We have seen Evgenia Grishina get some rosettes for her fine performance in the first 2 days of competition. And Mark watches the exchange of the baton. Now we have Ekaterina Zakharova and Fishka. And look at her run up that line. Some nice speed by Ekaterina. Clean baton exchange, and here comes our border collie Mel's and Daria Smirnova. Gets that down A-frame contact safely into the weave poles. This is our 525 height dog. These Russians really know what they're doing here. Passes the baton. And unfortunately, a little bit of a mistake there, perhaps having to do with the placements of the handlers. That is a heartbreaker for Russia. Really nice, smooth performance, and sometimes the passing of the baton becomes very difficult. The dogs are next to each other, the people are next to each other. Cues cannot be as clear as when there's only one dog out there. So a fabulous effort by Russia. Let's hear it for Russia. Team Russia, Evgenia Grishina, Ekaterina Zakharova, Daria Smirnova, and Svetlana Tomanova. Well done and a nice effort. With only 2 countries to go, we have 2 English-speaking nations. First, we will see Team England. They're the ones who speak English correctly. Of course, I was born in England, I can say that. Representing England will be Sarah McLean and Kita, Amy Lawson and Fudge, Karen Marriott and Puzzle, and Sean Hunt and Fix will finish it up in the 650 division. And off we go with Sarah McLean and Kita, our 300 height dog, up and over that A-frame safely in the yellow. The long legs of Sarah certainly helping Kita get through this course quickly. 13 obstacles for each competitor, 52 obstacles in all. Nice catch. Got to pass off the baton. And there we go. Safely on the course is Amy Lawson and Fudge, a Shetland sheepdog. There are rules for the baton exchange, so Mark Cheek, our supervising judge, is doing the supervising of the exchange, making sure there are no faults incurred. If there are, he will raise his arm up in the air in that very judgy fashion. And here we come. Amy coming to the exchange area. Nicely done. Have to have the dog in control. Pass the baton, and Mark looks carefully. Now we see a little fault at the beginning for Karen Marriott and Puzzle. And another one. The baton exchange is very important. If there is a mishap, it is 10 falls. So that would be like 2 bars being dropped, 2 A-frames being missed. So very important to do it correctly. And here our 525 dog, Karen Marriott, finishing up, sprinting, having 2 faults, knowing that 650 dog Sean Hunt is going to have to put up a pretty pace here to make up for some lost time with those faults. This is Fix, that's P-H-I-X. Maybe Fix will fix it for England. 128 is the total time for England with 2 faults, I believe. So 128 and 2 faults for England, and the last but not least, the team so far with the most points after 4 rounds of competition in this team pentathlon is the United States. USA. USA in Swedish. États-Unis in French. As our 4 competitors, we will have Yvette White and Zip start us off. Then we'll go on to Jean Lavalley and Cheer. 525 will be Jeanette Hutchison and Rumble. And finishing it up will be Lori Michaels and Soleil. USA, USA, USA. Starting us off with her Jack Russell Terrier, Yvette White and Zip. They have the most points so far. 5 rounds of competition. We'll add up all the scores and see who will be our world champion in the team pentathlon for 2014 WAO, W-A-O, World Agility Open. Here we come for the baton crossing, and expertly done. Jean Lavalley calmly walks out. No stranger to team competitions, knowing that the baton exchange needs to be clean or we get 10 faults, knowing that this needs to be an accurate performance. They have the most points, so they are wanting to be careful, be clean, but speedy enough so no one nips at their heels too tightly. Here comes Jean Lavalley, looking to give the baton to Jeanette Hutchison in our 525 category. You notice how calmly these Americans are doing the baton exchange. For some of these countries, it's the first time they are in this kind of situation. So the USA having a little bit of a advantage by competing in this kind of event often. And here comes Jeanette Hutchison. Some nice direction. Nice baton exchange. Here comes Lori Michaels and Soleil. We'll finish it up for the Americans. A little bit over 100 seconds elapsed so far. England had a time of 128.25 with 2 faults. (119.21). Unofficially, of course, but we do believe that it might be the United States, USA, our world team pentathlon gold medalist from the USA. After 5 tough rounds of competition, our gold medalists, world champions in the team pentathlon. Unofficially, of course, the USA. We had Yvette White, Jean Lavalley, Jeanette Hutchison, and Lori Michaels. Your suitcases just got a little bit heavier. And as we take a moment to reset here, I'd like to invite all of our spectators and our competitors. Please visit our trade stands. Maybe you can take some souvenirs home with you. Maybe you can look at a pair of Dita shoes. They are our bronze level sponsor for the World Agility Open. Dita, the only company to make a shoe specifically for the sport of dog agility. Also, say a thanks to the Norton Rosettes sponsors. They are our bronze sponsors. They have a booth as well, Norton Rosettes. Please say thank you to them for being a WAO sponsor. Eavia is a company, also a bronze sponsor, so thank you to Eavia. And of course, one of our gold sponsors, Bear and Advantix. All the equipment out here has been provided by First Contact, so a big thank you to them. And of course, Royal Canin, our diamond level sponsor for this event. Please visit all